Are you stuck financially? Are you working hard, but you feel like you're still not getting ahead? Well, you're not alone. Most people aren't broke because they're lazy. They're broke just because they're stuck in these habits that they don't even realize are holding them back. And most people aren't broke because they don't care about money. They're just stuck because they have these silent habits that are quietly draining their time and their energy and their bank accounts. And the idea of budgeting just feels like another full-time job that you don't have the bandwidth for. Instead, we default to do what's easy. We tap the credit card and we keep moving. We do some online shopping to escape stress. And we're telling ourselves that I'll start saving next month again and again. But those small unconscious habits, they're compounding and not in our favor. The good news, you don't need a 20-tab spreadsheet or a financial degree to break out. You just need a few key habits, small hinges that swing big doors. In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 simple, powerful habits to help you shift out of survival mode into real financial progress. But before we dive in, my name's Renee and I'm a mom from California. And in this channel, I like to help people examine their spending and get out of debt and live a life full of financial freedom. If that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But let's get into it, you guys. Here's the truth that rarely gets said out loud. It's not always about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and how you use it. And if you're feeling stuck financially, it's likely less to do with your paycheck and more to do with the patterns that you've been conditioned into. Here's what I mean. If you're juggling work and family and mental fatigue and maybe burnout, and you're constantly pouring energy and money just to stay afloat, I mean, most people are burned out not because they're not trying, but because their money is working against them. We actually spend without tracking. We upgrade things out of habit. We cope with spending because we're exhausted. And we tell ourselves, we'll figure it out later, but later never comes. But it doesn't have to be this way. The first step to financial freedom isn't to get a raise at work or to start a side hustle, but the first step to financial freedom is just that shift in your awareness. And that starts with building better money habits, one small step at a time. And these 3 simple steps are easy enough for you to start today, even if you're exhausted and busy and behind. Here are the habits that will help you break free. Habit number 1, the 5-minute daily check-in. Every evening, just take 5 minutes to look at what you've spent that day. No judgment, just awareness. Why? Because when you track, then you begin to have control. And what you can control, then you can improve. If you just jot it down in a notebook or on your phone or a budgeting app, it's not about perfection. It's just about awareness. Because here's what no one tells you. What you monitor, then you can naturally start to manage. And when you're managing something, you can start to improve it. You start catching those patterns like, I didn't even realize I was spending $80 a week on delivery. Or, wow, those little Amazon purchases are sure adding up fast. And just like that, you begin to shift. This one tiny habit has helped me save hundreds just by noticing. I know this habit alone can save you money each month just by avoiding thoughtless spending. Open your banking app, jot it down in a notebook, use a simple notes app, whatever works for you. That's just it. Observe. There's no stress, just some data. Awareness leads to smarter decisions, and smarter decisions are going to lead to change. Habit number 2, the 24-hour rule. This is non-essential spending. Your impulse is your worst enemy. So if you want to buy something that is not essential, then just wait 24 hours. Just one day, put it in your cart and walk away, and you'll be shocked at how many purchases no longer even feel worth it once you've stepped away emotionally. This includes those impulse Amazon buys or those late night Target runs, limited time sales that are actually not limited probably, right? When you give yourself one day to think, you stop reacting emotionally and start acting intentionally. More often than not, that must-have item doesn't just feel like a must-have the next day, right? This habit builds financial boundaries, making you feel less restricted. And why does this work? Because emotional spending lives in the moment, but financial clarity is in that pause. So when you give something 24 hours, you give it space and time to think, do I actually need this? Is this aligned with my financial goals? And will I even care about it tomorrow? You'd be amazed at how often the answer is no. And the more you do this, the more your brain rewires itself to seek satisfaction in your financial progress, not just your purchases. Habit number 3, weekly wealth check-ins. Once a week, just 10 to 15 minutes, check in with your money. Pick a consistent day like a Sunday morning or a Friday night or even during lunch. It doesn't matter, just make it a ritual. Here's what it should look like. What did I spend this week? And did I make any progress on like knocking out my debt or building up my savings? And is it aligned to my financial goals, or was something reactive and emotional? This check-in does more than just track numbers. It helps you build momentum because money loves attention. And when you give it even a little bit of attention, it starts showing up for you. This weekly wealth habit reconnects you to your financial goals, and it restores your confidence, and it removes that overwhelming feeling that you don't know where your money is going. This is how to build your momentum. And like I said, money loves attention. So give it a little bit of your attention and it'll start showing up for you. So stop ignoring it and your money will start working for you. When you stop avoiding your money, it stops feeling like it's controlling you and it becomes something that you actually have control over. Here's my final thoughts on this, you guys. You don't need to do a full financial overhaul or get a bigger, better job. What you need is just consistency, the basics, just a few habits that you can change in your life right now. So here's the recap. Number 1 was that 5 minutes a day to just track and observe. Number 2, delay those purchases and allow yourself some emotional space. And number 3, that 15 minutes of weekly wealth check-in to realign your financial goals. That's 25 minutes a week total. So you can do this. Even if you're burned out, even if you feel overwhelmed, and even if you've tried and failed before, you don't need a big raise or a massive overhaul to get ahead or to change your financial future. You just need some better systems and some better money habits. It's not about budgeting and spreadsheets and sacrifice. Just start small and stay consistent and be ready to see what you're capable of when you break the cycle and start building wealth. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, then just let me know in the comments, which habit are you starting first? The daily check-in, the 24-hour rule, or the weekly review? And if you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button to the channel. Your financial freedom isn't out of reach. It's just one good habit away. Thanks for watching today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.